Good morning children. In this video we are going to see what is meant by benzylic halides. Halogen directly attached with sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon-carbon double bond in phenyl, that is in aryl group. Okay, so benzene ring we have sp3 hybridized carbon halogen. Okay, so here halogen attached with sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon carbon double bond in aromatic compound. It is known as benzylic halides. Okay, so what is mean by benzyl? Benzyl means the formula C6H5CH2. Okay, so this compound is known as benzyl. Okay, now benzylic halide means this halogen. Let me take the primary one, halogen attached with carbon. Okay, so here how many sigma bond? 1 2 3 4 sigma bonds. That means it is sp3 hybridized carbon. This carbon attached with carbon carbon double bond. So every benz shows that carbon is present. Okay, so the ring denotes that here one double bond, here alternatively we have double bonds. So it is sp2 hybridized carbon. So let me say again what is mean by benzylic halides. Halogens attached with sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon carbon double bond in aryl group. It is known as benzylic halides. I hope you got it. Now this is primary one. Okay, so this is how I can find it. Primary, secondary and tertiary means, you see this halogen attached with carbon, where the functional group is attached to the next carbon. You should see that carbon attached with how many carbon. Okay, this is the functional group carbon attached with how many carbon directly? Only one carbon. So we can say it is primary benzylic halides. Let I take this halogen attached with this carbon. So this is the functional group carbon. This functional group carbon attached with how many carbon atom? See here, it is directly attached to this carbon. Again this directly attached with another carbon. Okay, so it is directly attached with how many? 2 carbons. So that is secondary benzylic halides. Let me take another one. You see, this is the functional group carbon. This is functional group carbon. This carbon directly attached with how many carbon atom? 1 2 3. So it is directly attached with 3 carbon atom. So it is known as tertiary benzylic halides. I hope you got this one. Let me come to the next one, vinylic halides. What is mean by vinylic halide? Vinylic halide means halogen directly attached with sp2 hybridized carbon. Okay, directly attached with sp2 hybridized carbon, that is double bond will be present with the carbon. That is vinylic halides. Let me take this example. Let me notice this carbon having how many sigma bond? 1. Between carbon and hydrogen 1 sigma bond. Again here 1 sigma bond, 1 pi bond, 1 sigma bond. So overall 3 sigma bonds. 3 sigma bond means it is known as sp2 hybridized carbon. So this carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon. So the halogen directly attached with sp2 hybridized carbon means it is known as vinylic halides. Let me come to this cyclohexene. In this it's a cyclohexene. Okay, here the halogens are attached. So how without this we are saying it's a cyclohexene. So here in this halogens are substituted one. So let me see here. This is the halogen attached with this carbon. How many sigma bond we have? 1 2 3 sigma bond. So this carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon. Okay, so this halogen directly attached with carbon carbon double bond, that is sp2 hybridized carbon. Okay, this carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon. In that carbon halogen is directly attached. That means it is vinylic halides. Okay, let me come with benzylic halides. In this Halogen is directly attached with carbon-carbon double bond. Let me have a benzene ring, double bond. Alternatively, we have to draw it here. Halogen, chlorobenzenes. See here, this carbon attached with another carbon with double bond. So this carbon is what type of hybridized? Undergoes sp2 hybridized. So here chlorine attached with carbon which undergoes sp2 hybridized, that is directly attached with sp2 hybridized carbon, it is known as aryl halide. Okay, is it clear? So what is meant by benzylic, vinylic, aryl halide we have seen. So you go through once because it is important. Like 1 mark questions they can ask in the CBSE board. Thank you children.